Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have another Marine ECM test after repairs. Actually, I should have record a short video for Jeff Caron. He sent me this computer. He actually purchased two of my computers because he has a twin engine setup with a 9.2 liter boat. His concern is the computer has stopped working and he can no longer talk to them, or actually it's not talking, they don't run, no fuel pump, and so on. So this computer is a MEFI 4B. His name again is Jeff Caron. He is from Arizona, Phoenix. So he says, please send back to me with the other two MEFI 4s B that I bought, that I already purchased from you. All right, so this computer had no fuel pump. And also had a calibration sum error, which I need to check to show that to him because it's very important. Let me get into the folder before I open the whole thing. Sorry, I should have it ready. So this is in the Bubble Penta. I'm just going quickly over to the MEFI 4 folders because I have a lot. And let me go, because that should be the only 9.2. And let me open the PDF. So now I can move you. Well, you can see right here, I have the computer open up and connected, and that's his name. I put the everything in there so I don't mix it up, because I have plenty of MEFI 4s in here. All right, so let's go over to here. Let me take the meter and that out so we can see that. I'm going to zoom so you guys can see that from the distance better. Let me scroll down. Well, let me first show that this has very low hours. The checksum B16D, I'm not familiar with it. And we have very low hours in here, 72.7 hours. So and he says, my engines are brand new. They should be 0. I'm like, yeah, I cannot change that. I can correct the calibration with another calibration, and I will correct the problem. But let me just show you here. So we have, and this is the most important one right here, ECM checksum failure. He has throttle position sensor voltages high, fuel pressure, and 5-volt reference circuit malfunction. So this is very important. You have to check on the boat, because either you have a short in the 5-volt reference or something is going on. So this is what I wanted to show you. Very important, because if you have a checksum error, the computer will not run. Period. That's the way the MEFI 4s are. It will come on, it will give you a fuel pump, but it will crank and it will not operate injectors or give you a spark. It depends on whatever the checksum error, because in this system, the false 51 is very unique to the ECM calibration, but it doesn't tell you what it triggered it. And that's the only thing that we don't get as far as information from these manufacturers. Cancel here. Come on. I love the way all these softwares, they just create pop-ups. This is like a spam, You are paying for a software, stop, like, look, I click cancel, and it's like 6 times to cancel up. All right, so let me just show you on this capture. I want you to put attention here, Jeff, and guys, this is where the fuel pump is going to now work, and he knows the fuel pump wasn't working, so he will be very happy with that. I'm going to turn the computer, and we have fuel pump. It should come off, and that's a fuel pump prime. And then when it runs, it should be on. And we can see now the computer running. You can see the 2 lights in here. This is with the calibration, 2 batch of injectors and a fuel pump. And this is just because I put up my own calibration to see if the computer was any good. I did fix the fuel pump driver, as you can see here, but then it was still the checksum error. I'm like, let me see what I can do or not. So he already approved the repair, so this is not a problem. And this is why I'm actually showing the computer now running. So let me go back to, actually we can do it here. Let me put the meter, and let's put the diagram in here. So I'm going to connect. Let me sure that pop-ups is working. Yes, it is. All right, we're going to select MEFI 1 to 4. And this is going to immediately detect the computer, which is great because it's actually doing it. I want also to show you, well, it's a little hard to say from the distance in there, but like I said on other videos, a normal draw for these computers is from 300 milliamps to 350. Anything below 300 is telling me we might have a problem, or anything above that 350 can tell me that we have a problem. All right, we select mode 1, and then we just, I'm going to select just RPMs and trouble codes. You still don't see those. Well, you see the RPM, but not the trouble code. So I'm going to get another selection in my software here. So give me just 1 second. And we're going to do trouble code. So now you should have that in there. And let me move it over here. So again, this is my own calibration because his calibration has a bad checksum error. I don't have his calibration. So I'm going to try to contact Jeff and see if the tuner, because this is definitely a tune, will be willing to send me the file so I can put it on and recheck with the correct calibration. Otherwise, they're going to have to do that in the boat. But I can show them the computer hardware and everything is now working 100%. And I don't think I have wrong because they're going to be doing the same thing with my 2 computers, which I don't have the tuner. And I respect that. A lot of the tuners don't like to share that information because it's very of themselves, right? So you're tuning that boat. You don't want nobody else to use it because that can create not only a problem, it also steal your information. And I respect that 100%. So, but yeah, we can see how it's now running perfectly. So let me get into my screen. I'm going to raise the RPM to around 4,000. Yeah, I'm going to change the throttle position. And I'm going to just keep those 2 pits in there because I don't need to really show the rest because we're not here to show nothing else than this. All I'm looking for now is to make sure the computer is running good and we get no fault codes. So the fireboard reference you can see on the left side is that I'm connected to the fireboard reference and to the sensor ground. So I'm checking everything in one spot. So we got no more problems, no engine is, no fault code. So everything is really good. So Jeff, I think right now your computer is fully repaired. You guys going to have to be careful with that calibration. If he's able to load it, he should be able to reload it and make sure that he can check that checksum. So I'm going to send this your way. Again, guys, this is just a short video that I'm doing for a customer. And also, if you want to see more connections and what is done, I have a full playlist, which this video is going to be on too, about MEFI 4, Marine MEFI 4. So if you look into my playlist, there will be a whole playlist of MEFI 4 where I show all the internals and values and repairs. You have a lot to see in there. I also show diagnostics and I share my insight of what should be good to perform as far as on the boat when you have these faults and so on, right? So you can visit that playlist. Let's bring this down to normal idle. By the way, if you're here and you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. That really helped a lot my small business, because this is the way that YouTube will suggest my videos to more viewers. And at the end, that will allow others to find me, because a lot of people, not only in the United States, in the world, don't know that computers can be repaired. There is a lot of companies that are telling you, like this one, oh, it's not repairable, it's not repairable. And people is throwing good computers to the garbage just because a lie. When I said it's not repairable, it's because it cannot be repaired. It's already a burn to no point. This is not the case in here. But I prove with a video. I show when I have a computer that cannot be repaired, I show a lot. Other companies, they just say, oh yeah, this cannot be repaired. And all they did, it was trying to put a calibration on it. If that doesn't work, oh, computer is garbage. At least tell the customer, look, I tried to repair it with software and I couldn't do that. But hardware, you need to send it to somebody else because I don't do hardware. At least be honest with that, right? So if you tell the truth, you're not giving a bad recommendation. But a lot of those companies don't tell you that, because when they said it's not repairable, they all, oh, and by the way, I have brand new computers that I can sell for you for $4,000. You want one? You know what I mean? So yeah, very convenient, right? All right, so let's get down to idle. I'm also going to put my website on the title of this video so you can copy and paste it and then find out my business. I'm not going to show the website, which I should, but I don't want to make the thing as a commercial. Just if you are looking for any automotive or marine ECMs or instrument clusters, please visit my website. There is 2 buttons in there. You can click one for a form that you can download, and the other one with my emails and everything that you can contact me. All right, guys, this is it, right? So very short video. Jeff, thank you so much for trusting my Salazar Diagnostics. I hope that I can help you in the future in any of your modules, automotive or marine. All right, guys, thank you so much. See you next time. Bye-bye.